What's up guys, it's just Carlos, back again with another different video. So I know a lot of you guys have been enjoying my emblem tutorial videos, and a lot of you guys haven't really been enjoying my emblem tutorial videos, and that's okay too. But today I wanted to do something different. I wanted to talk about this new Easter egg that was found in 9 in Call of Duty Zombies, because I've been playing that game like non-stop, and I've recently just gotten into the full storyline and learning about it, and it's awesome. And let me just start by saying I did not find this Easter egg. This is in no way my personal find. I actually saw a video by Mr. Raffle Waffles who saw a Reddit post, and in that video he could tell you who the exact people who found it were. I don't quite remember, so I'll probably just put their names on the screen. But basically what this Easter egg involves is you doing a few tasks around the map, and then you're going to start hearing a crying inside of the walls, and your job is to figure out where that crying is coming from and to do what it asks of you. So let's go ahead and jump right into the Easter egg. First things first, if you're trying to do this solo, I would highly suggest changing your audio settings to the ones that I have on the screen. That way you can hear the voice a lot more clearly and you don't have to worry about the zombies kind of interrupting you and being in your ear. So unlike most Easter eggs, there aren't a lot of complicated steps in order to get started. As a matter of fact, you don't even need to open Pack-a-Punch in order to get started with this. Although I would highly recommend you do, because it's going to make moving around the map a lot easier for you. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make your way underneath the Coliseum to the room called the Pit. It's the room where the shield bench is. You're going to want to walk up to the shield bench and notice that there is a stack of papers on the left hand side. You're going to keep pushing square or X, depending on which console you're on that stack of papers while moving around, because it can be a little bit finicky and you might not get it the first time. Once you've done it successfully, you're not going to hear a noise. You're going to want to turn around and check the fire pit behind you, and there should be a piece of paper in there. Click X on that piece of paper and it should spawn another piece of paper down the hall. Find those blueprints, press X on them again, and then make your way back to the pit and up toward the Pack-a-Punch. On the ledge near the stairwell, there will be a third piece of paper. You're going to want to click X on that, and you're going to immediately hear the crying. Run down into the temple and find the golden wolf placard on the wall. Once you find that golden wolf, you should hear the crying even louder. Walk up to that wall and press X. You should hear a quote that says, "It's all my fault." Now if you've activated Pack-a-Punch, you're going to want to go ahead and exit that door right in front of you and make an immediate left. You're going to see a weapons rack with spears on them. You're going to click on that wall and you should get another quote that sounds like this.
What was that? Did I hear something?
After you get that quote, you're going to make your way down the opposite hall toward the two statues. Stand in between the two statues and click on that wall and you'll get this quote.
Quite better than the other ones. Or is it just that I'm getting worse?
Is someone there? Can you hear me?
Once you've got that quote, run further down that hall into what's like this little circle thing on the ground. You're going to want to lay down and push X one more time and you'll get the final quote of the crying man introducing himself as Remus.
Don't come after me!
There is someone there.
Bigger meal.
You can hear
Surely
me.
tastier.
My name is Remus. I've been trapped here for... I don't really know for how long. They sealed me in here. You have to help me. Listen, they used locking mechanisms to trap me in here. I don't know what or where they are, but I know riddles are associated with them. Let me think. What was the first one? It sheds light on all animals, but prefers the serpent.
So the first riddle is, it sheds light on all animals, but prefers the serpent. If you notice in the pit room, there are torches next to every golden placard, and every golden placard represents an animal. Walk back into the temple, and on the opposite side of the room, you'll find the golden placard with the snake on it. You're going to want to click on the torch right next to it. You'll know you have done it successfully when you hear something like a bunch of chains running through a pulley and something that sounds like a door slamming closed.
You found the first one. Thank the gods. Maybe I am safe after all. Now the second one. Let me think. What is regal in nature, but still bathes by blood?
The second riddle is, what is regal in nature, but still bathes by blood? If you make your way up the staircase right next to the torch that you just clicked on and exit that room, you'll find a lion's head. That lion's head should be spewing blood. You want to click on that one and make sure you hear the same sound effect from before.
was surprised you figured that one out. Now, the next one. What was it? Oh, right. Its contents will be emptied, but is preferential to steal.
The third riddle is its contents will be empty, but is preferential to steal. This riddle is referring to the pharaoh's sarcophagus, and this one can be a little bit finicky. Basically, you want to run up to the sarcophagus, and on the other side, there's going to be like this little statue of a mini sarcophagus, basically, and you really got to kind of hit it in the right spot. And if you've got zombies chasing you, it can be a little bit of a hassle, but just keep trying. What I've found works is you basically want to aim more toward the right, kind of in between those sacks of, I don't know, I guess it's gold, and that mini sarcophagus. You'll know you've done it once you hear the same sound effect from before.
Oh! We're nearly there. I cannot believe I may be freed. It's exciting. I'm shaking. I can see my hands tremble through the darkness. Now, that final riddle. It once protected from horrors. Now, it observes them.
So the fourth and final riddle is, it once protected from horrors, but now it observes them. And this refers to the wolf shield in the bottom room of Odin's temple.
I can't believe it. It's happened. I'm finally being freed.
After you've solved this final riddle, run out of Odin's temple, make an immediate right, and you should see a wall that has crumbled and is blocking a staircase. Click on the wall next to that, and Remus will give you his final quote, and the wall will crumble.
I'm not sure how long I've been here, but clearly it can't have been longer than a few days. Thank you for your help. I have a chance to prove myself, make amends, live a better life. It is all thanks to you.
Now you should have noticed that Remus is not actually behind that wall. There's actually nothing behind that wall except for a cipher, which is actually really hard to see unless you have a sniper rifle, but it should look like this. This cipher has already been solved, and I don't remember who it was by, but I'll put their name on the screen, that way you guys can see. But basically what it means is that everything you believe in shall crumble. Now, we have no idea what this means for the story, we have no idea what this means for the Easter egg, there's really no news on it just yet. Although there might be something by the time you're viewing this video or by the time I post this video, so I'll keep you guys up to date. Now, a lot of people don't know whether or not this is the final step to this Easter egg, or if it's just one part of a grander Easter egg, maybe something apart from the main Easter egg that already exists. It's really hard to say. But last night I stayed up trying to do some research on the name Remus, because I wanted to see if it could help me figure out what the next step to this Easter egg is. And I don't know if this will help anyone, because it really didn't help me any. But basically there's a story in Roman mythology of two brothers, two twins, Remus and Romulus, who were raised by a she-wolf and a hummingbird. I'm paraphrasing a lot of this, so just stick with me. They were raised by a wolf and a hummingbird and found by people, and then went on to later become the founders of the city of Rome. The only thing that I could really find on Remus was that after they founded Rome, Romulus built a wall around the city, Remus jumped over it and was killed by his brother. After that, that's where Remus's story ends. But Romulus goes on to be the leader of Rome, and then gives up that power to somebody else, and then that person dies, and then Romulus becomes the leader of Rome again. I don't know, I kind of sped through reading it, but Remus's story ends really quickly and really abruptly, and I really don't see a connection between this Easter egg and the name Remus, other than the fact that it takes place in a Roman Colosseum, and you know, Remus is one of the founders of the city of Rome. But yeah, that's basically the mythology of Romulus and Remus. So maybe there's another Easter egg out there of someone named Romulus. Maybe we're looking for another crying person or another voice of Romulus, Remus's brother. Or maybe there's some symbolism in there about the wall that was built. I don't know. I'm just kind of guesstimating. These are my guesses. I could be completely wrong and completely overthinking it, but that's what I found. Guys, I hope you liked this video, and if you have any more information on this Easter egg, feel free to share it down in the comments below. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, make sure to let me know, that way I can make more for you guys. There are more emblems on the way, and yes, I'm still going to be posting Fortnite D&D how to play very soon. I'm getting very close to working with that video for all of you who have been very patient. So thank you guys again for watching. I'm just Carlos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.